Well, good evening, Guam. We're so glad you're with us. This is the championship game live from the Far East, and we're so pleased to be able to bring it to you. The first time we have gone to the championship game, Wayne, and with all the interest building up on the Far East tournament, now this is our fourth tournament. It was a proper time for us to go ahead and bring the big dance home to Guam, and we've been talking to a lot of people here. It'd be nice in a few years to see the big dance come to Guam, wouldn't it?
I think so, and I think that's the biggest reason we're doing it is to start giving a lot of exposure and visibility to the teams who do play here and advance to the championship round so that Guam fans will be familiar with them when eventually the Dodge School on Guam, the new one, Guam High, will have the opportunity to host this tournament.
We're about 1:13 away, and who can we expect to start tonight for the Christian Academy Knights, Wayne?
Well, they're a tall basketball team up front. Ryan Kennedy, the 6'6" senior center, and at one forward, Phil Nelson, a 6'3" junior. And then basically a three-guard offense, Dan Konecki, a senior at 6'0", and Kobe Long, another fine shooting guard, a 5'11" senior, and the point guard will be Sung-Ju Cho. And for Edgren, their best shooter probably from the outside and all-around player is Will Newsom. He's a junior at 5'10". In the middle, a freshman, J.R. Robinson, 6'2", and he can shoot from the outside if you let him have the shot. And also Paul Voigt, a 6'1" junior. And the guards, Noel John, a 5'7" senior, and J.J. Orange, a 5'10" sophomore. And expect to see Corey Blanding perhaps starting or maybe even coming off the bench. He for all intents and purposes, is the sixth man. He's a senior at 6'0", at 6 foot even.
We're about 16 seconds away from the start of this one. Hope you just sit back and enjoy the championship game coming at you live from Misawa, Japan, exclusively on AM 800 KTWG. Again, we'd like to welcome the Edgren fans who are watching this in the other gym and the Eagles Nest on closed circuit television, also going to the championship videotape that the teams will receive, and it's our privilege to be able to provide the audio for that tonight as well. Starting lineups getting ready to be announced out on the court.
CAJ Knights and the Edgren Eagles.
This crowd's ready to roll, baby. They are ready to roll. Public address announcer tonight dressed in green and gold, which is Edgren's colors. And we're going to stand now for the national anthem. This crowd's ready to rumble, Wayne. They are ready to rumble. One of the students from Edgren High School providing the national anthem, doing a wonderful job this evening as we get ready to bring you the championship game between the Christian Academy Knights and the Edgren Eagles.
What she probably didn't really realize is her audience was much bigger than a couple of hundred here. It'd be thousands back on the island of Guam. And once again, folks, half a day from Misawa Air Base, and we look forward to coming home to some warmer temperatures tomorrow night.
Amen to that, baby.
And where's the little guy? Bring him up here. We've made a young friend, and we're going to let him wear a headset for a little while.
Matter of fact, we'll see if we can get him on later on tonight, too.
He wears a Michael Jordan shirt. And we're going to let him wear a headset. How's that? All right?
There he goes.
There you go.
Our little friend. He's been sitting up here with us for a good portion of the week, and we've been giving him KTWG stickers and all sorts of good things, and we're glad he's up in the broadcast booth with us tonight. I believe he's in kindergarten, isn't that right? Yeah, let's put him on here. You in kindergarten there, buddy? What's your name?
Daniel.
Hi, Daniel. What's your last name?
Daniel Austin.
Daniel Austin. Well, we're glad you're with us. You having a good time at the basketball tournament?
Yeah.
And who'd you tell me your favorite player was last night in the NBA?
John Jackson.
Okay. Well, you got more than one then, because I thought he said Larry Johnson last night.
I know I have more than one player.
Oh, you do? Good.
A whole lot.
A whole lot of them. All right. Well, Daniel.
That's my balloon.
Yeah, your balloon's great, buddy. Daniel's in our broadcast booth with us, a little 5-year-old friend from the Edgren area here in Mazzowa, and we'll enjoy having him with us tonight as well. CAJ's being announced out onto the court right now. CAJ's being coached by Carl Long, and I understand Wayne Carl's been there since the mid-70s, late 70s. Is that what we were told?
Yeah, I guess so. He's been there quite a while and arrived on the scene. And another coach, I think, was responsible for a number of those Christian Academy wins. But in any event, some longtime coaches. Tyne Hardiman has been coaching Faith Academy, I think, at about the same time the Pilgrims hit the rock in Massachusetts. He's been coaching longer than you have been a person.
That's right. And Steve Boyd is the head coach of the Edgren Eagles. He's done an outstanding job with this program. He not only is the varsity coach of the boys basketball team, he's also been our tournament director, been an outstanding host, he and his wife, Patricia. He's also the head football coach here and the athletic director at Edgren as well. This morning, talking to him, he barely has a voice left, and I said, do you guys get to take any time off next week? And he said, unfortunately, no, but they are looking forward to spring vacation coming up in a little over a month now, but they've done an outstanding job here, and he's excited about his chances tonight. And as I said, he's been here 6 years, and this is the furthest that Edgren has ever come in the Far East tournament. Most wins ever. They just broke the 30 mark. Are they at 33 now? Is that what you said?
33-6 on the season and 7-0 in this tournament. So a good coaching job by Steve Boyd. Looks like they've got to have a little bit of room up top on at midcourt. They have a line running across there with some banners hanging on it, and I have a feeling the number one, if they win it tonight, is going to go
right in the middle.
Part him in the middle and put it right down over center court.
They just put that up last week too. It's a brand new facility. They just moved into it. And seeing this crowd tonight, they could have built it 3 times as big as what it is.
Well, I think Steve finally figured out, well, if I've got 3 fifth-place finishes in this decade, I got to bring it to my backyard and play on my basket with my basketball, and you can't blame him. I tell you, it's an awful lot of work to have to run a tournament like this and coach at the same time.
And he's done an outstanding job, really has.
And we're real thankful, too, to the folks here at Mazzowa. They have really treated us royally. A tremendous place to stay over here at the Mazzowa Inn. It's very quiet. And since we spend 10, 12 hours a day at the gym, it's nice to get a good night's sleep occasionally. And they've been very friendly and very helpful, and we're very appreciative to General Wright and his staff and the administration at Edgren High School for their hospitality to a bunch of guys from Guam.
They have really rolled out the carpet for us, and we really appreciate it, that's for sure. Well, here comes that sophomore, and he is quite a ball player, and I think Steve Boyd's kind of drooling at the prospects of having him for a couple of more years, too. J.J. Orange. And we're just about ready to rumble. Edgren's going to be in their dark uniforms tonight. They're dark green and gold. We'll get a better shot at them in just a minute. The boys still have their warm-ups on. And CAJ, the Knights from Christian Academy in Japan, the Tokyo area, they'll be in their white uniforms tonight with blue and white piping. Blue and red numerals on the back with the blue splash down the side. And the K on each leg. Well, actually the K's on the left leg and numerals on the right. Edgren tonight in their green jerseys with a gold splash down each side, gold and green piping, gold numerals. And the pants has a green splash across the front diagonally with a gold on the bottom and a little blurb of green on the bottom as well, and an eagle on their right pant leg. And we're just about ready to rumble. The CAJ Knights are going to go from right to left on your radio dial in the first half. And with the championship call tonight from the Far East tournament against the Christian Academy Knights and the Edgren Eagles, here's my friend and yours, Mr. Wayne Frost.
Well, thank you, Bensel. Once again, a packed house. It's not standing room only. I don't know what goes beyond standing room only, but there's not much room anymore, I'll tell you that. There's a lot of people standing.
The sardine in the can syndrome. And CAJ is going to have to take this crowd out of this real soon. CAJ, the parents have all got jerseys and hats on of their kids showing their support. And there are a lot of folks in green and gold tonight here in this gymnasium, and we're all set to go. Working with three officials once again.
Robinson will jump against Nelson. The tip is batted in the backcourt, controlled by Tommy Knox, who's in the ball game, number 15 for Edgren. Here they come. J.J. Orange on the left side to Newsom, in the corner to Voigt. Wants to shoot, passes cross court, it goes out of bounds, a turnover, and the Christian Academy will get the basketball.
Just underway at the Airy, live from Misawa, Japan. The championship game of the Far East tournament.
Here's Kobe Long on the left side in the lane to Kennedy. Turnaround jump shot is around and off, and the rebound away to Voigt of Edgren. Both teams will have to play three-point defense tonight, as they both like to put it up from deep. Here's Knox with the basketball outside to Voigt. Left side to Newsom. He'll take the 15-footer from the side. It's no good. The rebound tipped inside goes to Kennedy of CAJ. Outlet pass now to Kobe Long down the left side to the wing. Dribbles to the side of the key. Looks down in the corner. Passes Konecki. Fires, and he hits. So Dan Konecki with the basket. And Christian Academy scores first. We're coming down to the 7-minute mark here in the first period. 2-0 CAJ. Knox will run the offense for Edgren. On the left side of Voigt. The zone defense, 1-3-1 by CAJ. Here's a shot from the corner by J.J. Orange. No good. The rebound tipped inside. A scramble for it. It goes to Nelson of CAJ. Outlet pass to Long, and he'll gallop into front court down the left side. Goes to the side of the key. Now dribbles up front down the right side. Off to Konecki. The long bomb on the way. It's Long. Rebound tipped inside. Taken by Edgren. Here they come. Knox into front court quickly. Passes out front now to Newsom. Drives to the foul line. Left side to Voigt. And out front now to Knox. 1-3-1 zone being played by CAJ. Left side is Voigt in the corner to Newsom. On the wing, now in the corner to Orange, to Newsom, and out top to Knox. To the foul line, passes outside. Newsom spots up for a three. It's on the way. It's around and in. It's a two-pointer as he stepped on the line as he went up for the jump shot. So we're tied at 2 with 6 minutes remaining in the first period. Konecki to Cho. Down low to Nelson on the baseline. Fakes, goes baseline, goes to the glass, up and in. From Nelson with a good drive, and Christian Academy on top 4-2. Here's Knox down the lane, and a whistle on the drive, and a traveling violation on Tommy Knox.
Second turnover of the ball game for the Edgren Eagles. 5:43 to play in the first. CAJ on top 4-2.
Konecki will dribble it up. Some half-court pressure now by the Eagles. Here's Long on the left side. Being double-teamed, in trouble out there. Gets it back. Throws it away, and it's stolen by J.R. Robinson. Off to Knox, and he'll bring it into front court. Out front now to Newsom. Back to Knox on the wing. They reverse it the other way to Voigt. Into the corner. Goes baseline. Goes to the glass. Passes off. Robinson there. Puts it up and in. 4-4 your score. 5:13 remaining in the first period. Konecki to Long. Into front court now to Nelson. Cross court to Konecki. On the side to Cho. Looks inside. Bounce pass in the lane to Kennedy. Down the lane off to Nelson, and he's fouled on the way to the basket.
And he's going to be fouled by who's wearing 11 tonight?
Newsom. So at the line is Phil Nelson. He's a 6'3 junior, left-hander. Foul shot on the way and good. So that breaks the tie. And he'll get the second now. Just under 5 minutes to go in the first period. The foul shot is good.
And it's now 6-4 in favor of Christian Academy.
So here come the Eagles. Here's Voigt out front. Left side to Knox. He'll put up a three. It's off the back of the rim. The rebound battle for Newsom, gets it in the corner. Gets it outside now to J.J. Orange. Orange, left side to Knox. Bounce pass left side. There's Voigt with a jumper. It's good. And a three-pointer from left side. So Edgren now leads 7-6. And putting on the half-court pressure. In front court, here's Nelson. Cross court to Kunicki. In the right corner, there's Kennedy passing down low. Cho is wide open, blew the layup, and the rebound away to Edgren. Outlet pass now to Knox. Into front court. Out top now to Newsom. Back to Knox on the wing. Looking inside, passes down low to Orange. She can't handle it. It goes in the corner. Orange gets it back. He'll fire the baseline jumper. In and out. Rebound tip. A scramble for it. Goes in the corner. Run down by Kunicki, and he's fouled in the backcourt.
A real nice look to J.J. Orange. He was streaking to the basket, but as you said, just too hard of a throw, and he couldn't handle it. But Edgren getting some good movement, especially in the paint.
So some half-court pressure coming up here from Edgren as Kunicki walks it up over to Long. Now in front court to Nelson. Nelson double teamed out front to Long. Back to Nelson on the wing. Goes cross court to Kunicki. Spots up for the three. It's on the way. It's no good. The rebound inside to Will Newsom.
And Newsom's got 3 boards already, and he's killing CAJ.
Tommy Knox will run the offense for the Edgren Eagles. Dribbles to the right wing. Now gets it up front to J.J. Orange. On the right to Knox. Cross court skip pass to Voigt. It's open for the three. It's good. 10-7 now, and Voigt's 4-point lead for Edgren as we're nearing the 3-minute mark here in the first half. In front court, here's Nelson. Double teamed in traffic, gets it up front to Long. Long being double teamed. Dribbles to the right side, gives it off to Kunicki. To the foul line to Kennedy. He'll take the jump shot. It's good. 10-8 your score.
Kennedy with 2.
We're under 3 minutes to go here in the first period. Knox to the right wing. Skip pass, cross court to Voigt, dribbles in traffic, goes down the lane, scoop shot up off, no good, and the rebound away to CAJ. Here's Kunicki, pushing it into front court, now decides to slow it down. Top of the key, right side to Cho. Cho dribbles in traffic, goes in the lane, up off the glass, no good. Kennedy with the rebound, up and in. And we're tied at 10, and 2:25 remains here in the opening period of the championship final of the Far East basketball tournament. Knox on the right wing out front to Newsom. Dribbles to the foul line, takes the jump shot, and hits.
And Will Newsom now has 4 points. 12-10 in favor of the Eagles.
Here's Long in front court to Nelson. Down in the corner, Cho has the 10-footer. It's short, and the rebound to Voigt inside. Off to Newsom. Now up to Knox, and he'll dribble in the front court. Down the left side to the foul line, in the lane. Passes on the right side. Voigt fires again. It's in and out, and the rebound inside to Nelson. Outlet pass to Long, to Kunicki in the middle. Foul line jump shot is around and off. The rebound tip, no good. Underneath a scramble for it. Newsom comes away with it for Edgren. Gives it off to Knox, and he'll bring it into front court.
4 boards for Newsom now.
1:35 to go in the first period. Edgren on top by 2. Here's Knox out deep. Eagles being a little more patient here in offense. Skip pass, cross court. Orange open for 3. It's blocked. And the rebound stolen, but a foul inside on J.R. Robinson. I think one thing the Eagles have to be careful of right now, Pencil, is not to get in the bombing game from the outside,
sure,
even though they're shooting well, because you have to have both the inside and outside game to win most basketball games, and especially in a game of this stature.
Edgren's got some substitutions coming in. Corey Blanding, sorry.
So Kunicki will walk it up. Knights trailing by 2. Here's a shot by Colby Long from the left wing is good. So we're tied at 12 as we're at the 1-minute mark in the first period. Knox left side. Off to Newsom. He'll walk it out front. Now back in the corner to Knox. Fakes, goes into the lane, goes down the lane. Shuffle shot is good. Nice scoop shot by Tommy Knox, and it's 14-12 now with 40 seconds to go on the period. Long in backcourt. Cross court now to Kennedy. Dribbles the right side, and we've got a whistle and a traveling violation on Ryan Kennedy.
Turnover number 2 for CAJ. 37 ticks left on the clock in the opening period. The Eagles up by 2.
Here comes Edring with the basketball. Probably looking for one shot here. 30 on the shot clock, 31 on the game clock. Knox out near midcourt. Gives it off to Orange. They'll just play pass with it out there along with Newsom, and he'll walk it out front. 20 seconds to go in the period.
Coach Steve Boyd originally hails from Georgia.
So it's Noel John with the basketball. Newsom with a long bomb with 4 seconds to go. It's no good. Christian Academy with the rebound. Long down court pass to Long. He'll fire a three-pointer at the buzzer. It's in and out. And that's the end of the first period. Your score is Edgren 14 and Christian Academy 12. We'll be back for the second period right after these messages. Well, thank you so much to whoever sent up the note that Noel John is number 15. Our program says Noel John is a different number, but in any event, we'd like to give the kids credit as to who they are, especially when the game is being taped, so we're thankful for that. Noel and I haven't had lunch yet, so I don't really recognize him face by face.
We're glad you're tuning in tonight, and we want to say hello to the...
Now, if I could just send up a note, okay, well, what's Tommy Knox's number? Because I have him as 15 in the program.
We want to say hello to the folks in the Eagles Nest watching this game on closed circuit television. We're KTWG AM 800, voice of high school basketball on the island of Guam, and we're so glad to be here to provide you with the audio tonight for this game as well.
I'm fairly sure that you're Pencil Boone and I'm Wayne Frost. I've got that figured out. Here's double team pressure now by Edgren, almost a steal, but Kunicki has it on the left side. To Wolenkoff is in the ball game now for CAJ on top of Kunicki. On the right side to Long. Baseline to Nelson in the lane. Oh, to Kennedy up off, no good, but he's fouled.
Nice give and go to Kennedy there. So Nate Allen is number 21 as well, Wayne. And that's his first foul of the ball game. So Nate Allen.
Foul shot by Kennedy on the way, and off the back of the rim, no good.
Brian Kennedy has 4 points so far in the ball game. His first trip to the charity stripe.
Second one on the way and good. So Kennedy cuts the deficit to 1 for CAJ, and here comes Noel John down the left side. To the foul line, gets it up front to Newsom. In the corner to Nate Allen. And I don't think that's Nate Allen either, but we'll get this straightened out in a minute. All right, here's a shot. No. Big shot. Jump shot from the side is good by number 21. I guess that's Nate Allen. Nate Allen, I guess. All right. And 16-13 now. Edgren on top by 3 as we're coming down to the 7-minute mark in the half. Here's Nelson in the corner to Wolenkoff. Out to Nelson on the wing. Now to Kobe Long, right side to Kunicki. Cross court, skip pass to Long. Wants to shoot, goes to the foul line, passes out to Kunicki. He'll put up a long three-pointer, no good. The rebound in the lane comes outside to Wolenkoff. And the Knights will set up their offense once again. Kunicki, left side to Wolenkoff. In the lane, takes the 10-footer. It's blocked. Blanding comes away with a basketball for Edgren. And here they come. Noel John down the left side. Bounce pass inside to Allen. And now in the corner, now in the lane. Blanding turnaround is good and a foul.
Corey Blanding.
JR's got a different number on tonight. Well, that's Blanding anyway. You're right.
Foul's going to be on Kobe Long. That'll be his first.
So Corey Blanding, a 6-foot senior, goes to the stripe for a chance at 3 points the old-fashioned way. Foul shot is good.
And it's now a 19-13 lead for the Edgren Eagles.
6:22 to go here in the half. Long in backcourt, in front court to Kennedy. Now off to Long. In traffic, double team, gets it to Wolenkoff, in the lane to Kennedy, down low. Nelson goes to the backboard, up and off, no good. Gets his own rebound, puts it up, no good, and the rebound away to Newsom. Outlet pass to Noel John in the front court. On the wing, now out front to Newsom. Newsom to the foul line, bounce pass in the corner to Nate Allen. Looks inside, no one open. So now out front to Noel John. Left side, the ball is saved in bounds, but goes to Edgren in the corner. Orange with a long bomb. It's no good. The rebound inside to Nelson. Outlet pass to Long. And he'll bring it into front court. Almost lost it, and it goes in the back court, and it's a backcourt violation on Long. So really the half-court pressure right now is taking Christian Academy out of their offense. We've got a timeout on the floor. 5:36 to go in the half. Edgren 19, CAJ 13. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
And you're listening to exclusive coverage on Guam of the Far East Basketball Tournament on AM 800 KTWG. A dandy unfolding in the championship game. 5:36 before the intermission, and the whole team, the Edgren Eagles, are leading the Christian Academy Knights 19-13.
Noel John over to Newsom, who's been fairly quiet in this ball game. Voigt has the corner now out front. Noel John open for the three. It's no good. The rebound inside to Kennedy of CAJ. Off to Kunicki, and he'll walk it up. And really the Knights looking for some offensive help outside right now. Edgren playing good three-point defense on this fine shooting basketball team. Here's the ball on the side. It's stolen by Newsom. That's the fourth. Noel John in front court to Nate Allen.
Fourth turnover for CAJ in this first half.
Now Voigt has it out top to Newsom. Down low to Allen. He's double teamed. Goes cross court. Voigt fakes. Gets it in the corner. Baseline goes Blanding. Puts it up and in. 21-13 now. An 8-point lead for Edgren with 4:40 remaining in the first half. Dan Kunicki. It's man-to-man defense by Edgren. Goes back to Kobe Long. Takes the 15-footer from the baseline and drills it.
Boom. Wow, has he got a nice shot and a nice release, Wayne.
21-15 now. A 6-point lead for the Eagles. Here's Noel John, has it blocked. Nelson comes away with it. Outlet pass is thrown away.
Turnover number 5 for the Knights. Nelson has 5 rebounds as well in this ball game.
So John Rupp comes in the ball game now for CAJ, replacing Phil Nelson. Rupp is a 6-foot junior. Noel John will set up the offense. Goes to Newsom out deep. Back to John. A 1-3-1 defense by CAJ. Here's a long three-pointer by Newsom from downtown. No good. The rebound comes out deep. Newsom gets it. Goes in the lane. The shuffle shot up and in.
What an athletic young man he is. He's got 6 boards and 6 points, and this is a 23-15 ball game for Eagles right now.
We're under halfway to go in this second period. Left side, here's Long, open again. It's on the way. It's up off the rim. No good. Kennedy high for the rebound. Now it's on the floor and tied up, and possession belongs to Edgren. Cho comes back in the ball game for CAJ.
And wholesale substitutions coming in for Edgren right now. Both teams doing a good job on keeping their players fresh. Someone said the other day, the start of this tournament isn't a sprint, it's a marathon.
Here's Noel John outside. Out top to Voigt. Now off to Noel John, and they'll set it up. Be patient on offense. Here's Newsom. He'll fire a long three from downtown. It's no good. Robinson with the rebound is blocked. Gets it back, brings it down, and it's tied up on a whistle and a foul on John Rupp of CAJ.
That'll be Rupp's first foul of the game and second team foul.
He comes outside to Newsom on the inbound play. Down the lane, passes in the corner, tipped out of bounds by Kunicki, so it's still an Egrin basketball. Now, wait a minute. Yeah, that's right. CAJ wants to put it in play, but the officials say it's a green basketball. So Voigt will look to put it in play. Gets it out deep to Robinson, left side to Orange, and he'll bring it out front. Orange on the right wing, out top now to Noel John. To Orange on the wing. Coming down to the 3-minute mark is Robinson, gets him in the corner. Voigt open for the three. It's an air ball. Weak side rebound to Newsom. Takes the fall away over Kennedy. Up off, no good. The rebound by Robinson inside, no good. And the rebound away to Kunicki of CAJ. Outlet pass to Colby Long. And the Knights will bring it up, trailing by 8 with 2:47 to go in the first half. Here's Long left side of the key off to Cho. He'll swing it out front. Right side to Kunicki. Dribbles to the foul line. Takes the jump shot and hits. Here comes Noel John the other way. A 6-point lead for the Eagles. In the corner, gets it to Orange, and Orange will bring it out front. John on the left side. Cross-court pass. There's a long three-pointer by Orange. No good. Kennedy with a rebound inside for CAJ. Now Kunicki will bring it up. Right side to Cho. Beats his man. Stops and pops from 10. It's good.
And that's his first points of the ball game. It's now 23-19 in favor of the Eagles.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. Newsom on the right wing. Cross court to Noel John. He'll put up a long three. It's no good. Rebound deep in the corner. Chased down by Orange. Out to John. And he'll put up another three. That's long. The rebound tipped inside. It goes to Voigt. Passes baseline to Orange. In the corner, passes outside now to Newsom. Newsom to the foul line, goes down the lane, has it stripped. Thrown up by Robinson. It sticks on the side of the rim, no good. The rebound taken away by Kennedy. And a foul in backcourt on Edgren. .122 remaining in the half, a 4-point lead for Edgren. Did you pick up who the foul was on?
I believe it's going to be on J.R. Robinson. That'll be his second.
So Kunicki will walk it across the timeline. Bounce pass left side to Long. Fakes, goes into the corner, has the 10-footer, and bingo. And he's open. He doesn't miss very often. It's 23-21 as we near the minute mark in the first half. Here's Blanding going baseline. 10-foot jump shot is off the side of the glass, but a whistle and a foul underneath on CAJ.
I think it's going to be on Kennedy. It is on Ryan. That'll be his first. And that'll put on at the charity stripe Corey Blanding. He's got 5 points on the night. He's been 1 for 1 from the stripe. He's a senior.
So Blanding will have a couple of shots. First one is on the way and good.
24-21. The Eagles have led us by as much as 8. Now a 3-point margin, a chance to balloon it to 4.
And the second one is on the way. It's short off the left side. The rebound away to Kennedy. Off to Long. 1 minute remaining in the first half. Here comes Long with a basketball to the foul line. Looks inside. Goes cross court now to Cho. Cho dribbles down the right side. Holds it on the wing. Gets it out front now to Long. 47 seconds to go. Long gets a pick. Goes right side of the key. Looking inside. Now in front to Kunicki. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Long left side with the basketball. Dribbles into the corner. Passes out front. The ball was tipped. A scramble for it and stolen by J.R. Robinson.
6 turnovers for the CAJ Knights in the first half.
27 seconds to go. And the shot clock is off, so Edgren can waste some time and look for the last shot of the half, leading by 3. Will Newsom out deep. Cross court now to Noel John. Up front to Newsom. 11 seconds remaining in the period. 6 seconds to go. Here's Newsom. He'll wheel and deal. Goes behind his back to the foul line. Outside Voigt puts up a long 3 off the glass. No good. The rebound tipped inside. And that's the end of the first half. Your score is Edgren 24 and CAJ 21. We'll be back courtside with MCI right after we pause for these messages.
Yeah. Let's get him in. Yeah.
Welcome back to the Far East Basketball Championships in Misawa, Japan. We're halftime. Edgren leading 24 to 21. Recapping our first half, Edgren jumped out on top and pretty much has held the lead the entire half. Both teams playing good defense, especially three-point defense, not allowing the other team to really score from the outside and get the big tray. Edgren led 14 to 12 at the end of the first period. Edgren scored 10 points in the second period to just 9 by CAJ. So once again, the score at the half is Edgren 24 and Christian Academy 21. We'll be back for more of our halftime chat with our friends at MCI right after we pause for this message from MCI.
And welcome back to Misawa, Japan. So glad you've joined us for the championship game live from Misawa on the Far East. Championship tournament on AM 800 KTWG. Joining us in our broadcast booth at halftime is the principal of Edgren High School, Bruce Dare. And Bruce, welcome. And boy, I tell you, you folks really know how to put on a show.
Well, thank you very much. We're really enjoying having this tournament at Misawa.
Now, did you know that when you built this new gym, you were going to have this many people in it for a game this big?
No, actually, we at the time we had not planned to have a big tournament here, so this is quite a delightful surprise.
Oh, it is a delightful surprise. And let me just go ahead and say, I've already told Coach Boyd this, but you folks have just treated all of us just so special. It's just been a wonderful tournament, and we appreciate it. And everywhere you go on base right now, people are talking about this Edgren Eagles basketball team, and I think it's really been good for your base and your community as well.
Well, I agree. Also, once we decided to have the tournament here, we never predicted that we would be in the finals and our cheerleaders would be in the top 5. We don't know where they'll place yet, but we'll find out after this championship game. So it's just some icing on the cake, so to speak.
Certainly is. Hey, let's talk a little bit about your coach. Not only has he been the coach, but he's been the tournament director as well, because the gentleman who I understand was leading the directorship of the tournament had a heart attack just before Christmas time, and so Coach Boyd really had to take up the slack, and he has done an outstanding job, hasn't he?
He really has, and I just can't believe that he's done all that he has done. I mean, to run this tournament and coach a team right to the final game is just amazing. And his wife, Patricia Boyd, has run the cheerleading tournament, so between the two of them, they've carried a lot of responsibility for us.
Well, Mr. Deere, we just again want to thank you and your entire staff here at Edgren for just showing us a lot of hospitality, and it's been a wonderful tournament. And I tell you, we're going to bring back some warm memories of Mazzola when we return to Guam, that's for sure.
Thanks, Mr. Boone, and we're happy to have you here.
All righty. The principal of Edgren High School, Mr. Deere, Bruce Deere, has been our halftime guest. We'll be back to take a look at some of the stats and some of the adjustments that need to be made right after this break from MCI. I didn't either. Geez, how'd he get here? He must have came up on the bullet train. And you are courtside with our friends at MCI, and so glad that all of our friends on Guam will be able to hear this exciting tournament all tournament long, live from Mazzola, thanks to a lot of help from our underwriters and, of course, MCI, who makes this all possible by putting up the phone call on the satellite, and we certainly appreciate that. A packed house here at halftime. The championship game is 24-21 in favor of the home team, the Edgren Eagles. And their cheerleaders are out on the court right now, wowing and zowing the crowd. As the principal said, they are in the top 5, and they'll find out after the conclusion of this game where their cheerleaders will have placed in the cheerleading competition as well. Let's take a look at the scoring at halftime. For the Christian Academy Knights, Sungju Cho has 2 points, John Rupp has 2, Kobe Long has 6, Dan Kanicki has 2, Phil Nelson 4, and Ryan Kennedy 5. Rebounding right now, Wayne, unofficially, I've got them dead even at 15 apiece. Well, Newsom has 6 points for the Edgren Eagles, J.R. Robinson 2, Nate Allen 2, Corey Blanding with 6, Paul Voigt with 6, and Noel John with 2. Once again, at the half, the score is 24-21 Edgren. Quickly, Coach Frost, some adjustments for the CAJ Knights. What do they need to do in the second half to take the lead and get a win?
Well, I think they're going to have to try to get their players open a little bit more from the outside. This is an offense of CAJ that does depend on the 15 and 20-foot jump shot, and I tell you, the Eagles have done a tremendous job in the first half in defending against that, as Long and Kanicki have not really opened it up from the outside, and it'll be important for the Knights to work it inside and out, as most teams should. I think one danger for Edgren right now is they seem to be into this mode of liking to fire up the three to please this crowd. But I think they would be better off pleasing Steve Boyd in perhaps running their offense inside and out as well, because late in the ball game, that rim is going to shrink to just about an inch bigger than a basketball if you're shooting from downtown. So I think that you'll see the Eagles maybe try to get the ball inside a little bit more as we start this third period.
We've got a half to play. One of these teams will be the champion. If it's Edgren, it'll be the first time ever in their school history. If it's CAJ, it'll be the first time since the 70s. We'll be back with second half action right after this. I think you can give me 2.
Welcome back to the Far East Basketball Championships in Misawa, Japan. Wayne Frost, along with my cohort Pencil Boone. Pencil, maybe we should talk to our color analyst at halftime here and get his impressions of the ball game.
I think we should. They just put some more time on the clock here so the cheerleaders could do some of their performing and wow this crowd here, and deservedly so. So we have a chance, a few more minutes here, and let's go ahead and talk to our special guest in the broadcast booth. That's our kindergarten friend, Daniel. Daniel, what do you think so far? You having fun?
One thing's wrong.
What's that?
What's that?
When I'm talking, why you guys talking when I'm doing it?
Oh, well, we'll be sure to stay out of your way, okay? Would you like to call the second half? Do you know all the Edgren players? Would you like to call the second half? Do the play-by-play?
Hey, Daniel, what do you want to do when you get big? When you grow up, what do you want to be? He's thinking about it.
Well, while you're thinking about it, what's your dad do? Is he in the Air Force?
He's in the Army.
He's in the Army.
All right.
And what's he do in the Army?
He only does airplanes. I don't know if he does things. I haven't.
I'm sure he does things. I'm pretty positive of that.
All right.
Do you have in the Army now?
Am I in the Army? No, I'm not in the Army. I'm in God's Army.
No, do you have the movie of it?
No, I don't think we do, buddy. Our special guest is Daniel. He's a little kindergartner. It's made buddies with us here on the Edgren Basin. What do you think? You think Edgren's playing pretty good so far?
That's one Edgren.
That's the guys in the green.
Okay.
I think they're playing
Okay.
pretty good. They have a lot of skills.
All righty. Daniel has been our little special friend and our special guest, and we'll be ready for second half action. I don't know, Wally. I think we got a broadcaster in the making here. Yeah. We might take him home with us. We'll be back. We'll take a pause and be back after 60 seconds from the Far East Tournament, live from Misawa, Japan. Which one's Edgren?
No, you can't sit in here.
I don't think the Bulls are in the house. Thank you. And
I was just going to say, all the kids are winners here.
That's
Didn't
right.
interrupt you.
All the kids are winners, and I was just going to ask you, why don't you go ahead and kind of run down right now where people have placed so far in this tournament?
Well, of course, these teams are playing for the championship tonight, but Kadena beat Faith, exciting ball game.
Oh, man, was that a
60-59 in the third place game, which preceded this one. So Kadena wound up with a 7-1 record. Faith Academy 5-3. ASIJ, I would say an upset over Kubasaki, and they wind up fifth.
And that was a thriller, too.
That was a great game, too. That was an overtime contest. And then the seventh place game went to St. Mary's over Kinnick.
Who would have thought, huh?
Well, St. Mary's wound up 3-5 in the tournament. Kinnick wound up 2-6. Seoul and Southern both had better records and played for ninth place, which Seoul won earlier today against Southern of Guam. They both wound up with 5-3 records. Hong Kong won the 11th place game by beating Zama. Hong Kong was 4-5, Zama 3-6 in this tournament. And then four teams, JFK, Yokota, George Washington, and Morrison of Taiwan, were all 1-6 in this tournament. So all teams had at least one win, and I don't know how that fares against other Far East tournaments, but to me that seems to be pretty good. At least everybody went home with a win under the belt.
We're about 9 seconds away now. They extended halftime by just a little bit so the cheerleaders could perform, and while this, as we said, overcapacity crowd, they are crammed in the corners about 6 deep, and they're about 5 deep on the baseline on the far end to our left. And there's an overflow crowd in the Eagle's Nest, gym just on the opposite of here, about 15 feet away or so. And they're watching on closed circuit television and enjoying our audio tonight as well. And we invite you, as well as the folks from Guam listening to this broadcast, providing the sound for you as well. Second half action getting ready to get underway, and Christian Academy will have the ball first.
Dan Koenneke has it, dribbles right side of the key, loops it down low for Long. He has the ball stripped out of bounds by Noel John, so it's still a Knight basketball.
In the first half, CAJ 6 turnovers. Edgren just 2, Wayne.
Koenneke will look to put it in play. Loops it in the corner now to Cho, and he'll bring it out of there. Out to the wing and out top to Koenneke, open for the three. It's on the way. He's fouled, and he'll go to the line for 3 shots. Foul will be on J.R. Robinson.
That'll be the third on Robinson. Not exactly what they want to have. Koenneke will go to the charity stripe, and the official score has changed it as just 2 on Robinson, so that'll make Coach Boyd a whole lot happier.
First one is in and out by Koenneke.
This is his first trip to the charity stripe tonight. Just 2 points in the first half.
The second one is airborne, and it's around and in. So now 24-22, a 2-point lead for Edgren. They've led most of the way.
We've had 1 lead change and 4 ties.
Koenneke's second one is good, so it's 24-23 and a 1-point lead for the Eagles, and here they come. Noel John pushes it into front court. Cross court now to Voigt. Out top now to John. To the side of the foul line to Voigt, and he looks inside. Now goes cross court to Newsom. Newsom back to Voigt. Out top to Newsom. He'll fire a 3. It's around and off, and the rebound to Kennedy inside for CAJ. And the Knights have a chance to take the lead. Here's Long at the top of the circle. On the right to Koenneke. He'll fire a 3. It's in and out, and the rebound out deep. Long runs it down. He'll come to the side, fire a 15-footer short. Gets his own rebound in the lane, puts it up and in. And Christian Academy has taken the lead, 25-24, 7 minutes to go here in the third period. Orange in the corner. Now down low, Newsom goes baseline up and in.
And he's got 8 points.
So Edgren takes the lead back at 26-25. Here's Long, left side jump shot on the way, no good. The rebound inside to Cho, out to the foul line. Koenneke's shot is off, no good, and the rebound to Noel John, and he'll bring it up for Edgren. Right side of the key, he'll stop and fire, and he hits. Edgren back with a 3-point lead, 6:20 remaining in the third period. Here's Long on the left wing, gets a pick, will fire the 15-footer. It's around and off, the rebound inside of the foul.
And it's going to be on Edgren, it's going to be on Voigt. And that'll be his first. So CAJ will inbounds the ball.
Koenneke will look to put it in play, gets it in the corner to Colby Long. Dribbles out to the wing, looks inside, now out top to Koenneke. Left side to Cho. Out top now, Long is open for the 3. It's airborne, it's off the back of the rim, no good in the corner. Cho saves it in bounds nicely. Nelson goes baseline, bounce pass to Kennedy. Out, there's a jump shot by Long, it's around and off. Rebound tip by Nelson, no good. And the rebound away to Edgren.
Will Newsom, he's got 8 rebounds in this ball game.
Noel John with the basketball. 1-3-1 zone by Christian Academy. John passes in the corner. Orange open for the 3. It's good.
Boy, did he drain that one. Oh, my. That's his first points of the ball game for the sophomore.
31-25, a 6-point lead for Edgren. Here's Cho on the left wing. Dribbles it out of there now. Holds it, gets it in the corner to Nelson. Nelson looks inside. Tries to go baseline but can't. Loops it outside. It's tipped. A scramble for it. And run down by Noel John. Saved in bounds. Koenneke comes away with it. CAJ got 4 and 2. We've got a whistle. And a 20-second timeout by the official. And the question is why? And CAJ had a 4-on-2 on the play.
I have no idea what they did or why they did it.
So Nelson gets it into Koenneke, and the Knights will set it up again. There's only 6 on the shot clock. They're going to have to hurry. Koenneke puts up a 25-footer, no good. The rebound to J.R. Robinson. Noel John passes down low right through the hands of Voigt, out of bounds. So a turnover. Knights get the basketball back, and I think they'd rather be shooting at this end because there's a lot less people up at this end than there is at the end they shot at in the first half. Cho on the right wing. Out top to Kunicki. Now back to Cho in the corner. To the foul line to Kennedy. Gets it outside to Long. Long dribbles left side of the key. Goes in the lane. Wants to shoot. Passes down low for Kennedy. In traffic. Takes the fall away and hits.
Nice job by Kennedy. He came back down on his feet. Took a good look at the basket and then went back up instead of trying to put it up when he was in air.
Here's a long three-pointer by Newsom, is off the back of the rim. The rebound away to Kennedy. Outlet pass to Kunicki in the front court. Coming down to the halfway point in this third period, a 4-point lead for Edgren. Here's Kunicki from the foul line. It's off, no good. The rebound tipped inside, and it goes away to Edgren. Voigt with the rebound. And now Noel John will walk it up. And right now the Knights are not shooting well from the outside. Here's Noel John. Cross court to J.J. Orange in the corner to Voigt. Dribbles in traffic, passes outside. Three-pointer on the way is good by J.J. Orange. 34-27 now, a 7-point lead for Edgren. 3:33 remaining in the third period of a fast-moving second half.
Biggest lead of this game's been 8 points.
Here's Kobe Long, gets a pick, goes to the foul line, gets it off to Cho. He'll shoot the 10-footer. It's around and in. 34-29. Here come the Eagles the other way. Noel John, the point guard, goes in the lane, goes down the lane, gives it off. Baseline shot up off, no good by Robinson. The rebound tipped away. It goes to Edgren. John with it out deep. He'll shoot a long three. No good. The rebound tipped inside by Robinson, up and in. 36-29. Now we've got something on the floor.
The kids are so close on this end. There's actually toes on the line over here. We've got the same thing down here, too. Boy, that's just so dangerous.
.256 remaining in the third period. A 7-point lead for the Edgren Eagles. Kunicki has it, runs the offense for CAJ. Looking inside, now on the side to Cho. Cho loops it inside for Nelson, tries to back in there, now dribbles into the corner. Goes cross court, tip, and knocked out of bounds, and it should be a Christian Academy ball.
Almost a nice save by the cheerleader there. Boy, the people are close, though. Wonder how much that bothers the kids.
Here's Kunicki. Inbounds to Kennedy. Jump shot is no good. The rebound comes out deep. Here comes Noel John. He's got 1-on-4. Goes down the lane. Passes off to Blanding is in the ballgame. Spinning move up off. No good. John with a rebound for Edgren. John now dribbles into the lane. Running one-hander is around and off. Rebound tipped by Blanding. No good. And the rebound away to Kennedy of CAJ. I know one thing. They could turn the heat off and this place would still stay warm.
Kennedy's got 8 boards in this ball game.
Here's Kobe Long, dribbles to the foul line, gets a pick, goes in the lane, takes the 10-foot fall away and hits. 36-31 now, a 5-point lead for Edgren. They push it to the front court. Down the left side, the shot is out of bounds and a foul. As Nate Allen went to the glass.
And Phil Nelson went way high and spiked the ball. I mean, he really got up there.
Boy, I'm telling you, those little kids down there, if Nelson goes out of bounds like that and comes down on one of those kids, they're going to get hurt.
Yep.
I really think they should do something.
Take it over, Colby! Take it over!
Nate Allen at the foul line. He's a 6-foot junior. There aren't many seniors on this Edgren basketball team. The foul shot off the front of the rim and in.
And he's got 3 points on the night now.
So Allen now will shoot a second. It's on the way and good. 38-31, a minute 53 remaining in the third. Edgren leading by 7. Kunicki in the front court. Edgren's in a man-to-man. Kaneki still has it out top. He'll fire a three-pointer. It's in and out. The rebound tipped inside. Scramble for it. Long comes away with it. Has his shot blocked by Allen, and Allen comes down with it. Off to landing in front court. Shot no good. The rebound tipped inside. Kennedy gets the rebound for CAJ.
He now has 9 boards for the Knights.
And here comes Colby Long. Goes back over to Wolenkoff. His 10-foot jumper is good from the right baseline.
That's his first points of the ball game. And we've got a 38-33 game in favor of the Eagles with 1:05 to play in the third.
Noel John will run the offense for Edgren. 23 on the shot clock, 55 on the game clock. Newsom has it out deep. CAJ is in a 1-3-1 zone. And it looks like the Eagles are content to burn some more time. Here's Orange outside. Off to Newsom. 7 on the shot clock. Newsom to the foul line, in the lane, and throws it up, and he traveled with a basketball.
And that's just their second turnover. They've only had 4 turnovers so far in this ball game, and I think Coach Boyd has to be extremely pleased.
Well, I think CAJ's got that play figured out. When the shot clock's running down, it's going to be Newsom wheeling and dealing down the lane, and they just stepped in that time and just cut it off completely.
Yeah, completely plugged it up. We got a
Systema comes in the ball game, replacing Kennedy for CAJ. 30 seconds in the period, 28 in the shot clock. Here's Long on the left side, out deep to Wolenkoff. He's double teamed. Bounce pass right side to Kaneki. Kaneki dribbles to the foul line, takes the 15-footer. It's short, gets his own rebound, puts it up and in. 38-35 now, 14 seconds to go in the third. Noel John way outside with a basketball. 7 seconds to go. He's looking for one.
I don't think he realized how much time's left.
He'll take a fall away from the top of the key. No good. That's the end of the third period. We'll go to the final 8 minutes in the Far East Basketball Championship. Edgren 38 and CAJ 35. We'll be back right after these messages.
Well, there is just 1 period to play in the Far East Championships in 1998, and one of these teams is going to be the champ. If it's Edgren, it'll be the first time in their school history. If it's CAJ, the first time since the 70s. So either way, these teams, it's been a long time, and they are fighting hard and long over this. At the end of 3, it's 38-35, Edgren on top. They have led most of this game. We have had 3 lead changes and 4 ties in the contest, but the majority of the time Edgren has been on top. The biggest lead has been 8 points. So here we go.
The Eagles will have it to start this period, leading by 3. They've pretty much maintained the lead here since the first period. CAJ has had 1 lead in this ball game. Noel John in the corner to Nate Allen. Outside to J.J. Orange. The 3 is on the way. It's around and in. He got the roll. 41-35. A 6-point lead for Edgren. 7:30 remaining in the ball game.
That's his 3rd tray in the ball game.
Left side. Here's Colby Long with a 3. Around and in. Nice touch. 41-38. Here's Noel John to Will Newsom, who's been fairly quiet tonight for the Edgren Eagles. J.J. Orange out top now to John, left side to Newsom. Dribbles into the corner. Gets it outside. Orange down low in the corner to Allen. Back to Orange. He'll fire a 3. It's no good. The rebound out deep to CAJ. Outlet pass quickly to Long up the left side to the wing. Into the corner. Goes baseline. Fakes. Takes the 10-footer. It's no good. And a whistle and a foul on
Foul is going to be on Nate Allen. That'll be his second. And at the line will be Kobe Long. Kobe's first trip to the charity stripe, and in this ball game, he has 13 points.
Long is a senior.
41-38.
Foul shot by Long, and he's taking his time, and it's on its way and good.
41-39 now in favor of the Eagles.
Corey Blanding goes out, and J.R. Robinson comes back in for Edgren.
Kobe Long looking to go to either Azusa Pacific or Biola next year.
Here's the second one by Long. It's in and out. Rebound by System inside strip. It goes to Rupp. He's in traffic outside. There's the jump shot. It's no good, and a foul on J.R. Robinson. That will send Kobe Long to the line, and he'll have a chance to tie it up. This young man, number 33, is from your hometown, right?
As a matter of fact, his folks are missionaries with the Christian Reformed Church. Dave Seitzma.
Seitzma, okay, thank you. Foul shot is around and in by Long.
Good Dutch name. And it's a 41-40 game.
Now the second one, and we're tied. 41-all, 6:49 to go in the Far East Basketball Championship.
Fifth tie of the ball game.
In the corner, J.J. Orange out to Noel John. 1-3-1 zone by CAJ. Out to Newsom. Now to John, dribbles to the top of the key, off to Newsom. He'll fire a three, it's good.
Newsom's got that line drive three-pointer, doesn't he? I mean, it just hits the rim with so much force, the only place it can go is down.
44-41, Edgren on top, 6:20 remaining in the ball game.
11 points for Newsom now in the game.
Rolenkoff out top now to Long. He's been hot for CAJ. He'll put up a three, bang. 44-44, coming down to the 6-minute mark in the ball game. Here's Noel John. Out front to Robinson.
19,
now to John.
19 points for Kobe Long now in the game.
Now Newsom has it on the right side. Out top to John. Back to Newsom. Now to John. He'll pass in the corner. Shot by Orange from 15 feet. No good. The rebound inside to Robinson. Off to Newsom. Drives the baseline. Goes to the backboard. No good. A whistle and a foul on Newsom.
And that'll be Newsom's first.
So now CAJ brings Kennedy back in the ball game, brings Nelson back in. They should be well rested, replacing Rupp and Seitzma. And Christian Academy has an opportunity right here to take the lead again.
The official score says that Newsom has 3 fouls, so we'll watch that one carefully.
Here's Kennedy. To Long in the corner. Gets a pick, goes to the foul line, bounce down low to Kennedy, up and in, and CAJ has taken the lead, 46-42.
Third lead change of the game. We've had 6 times.
And now a timeout. 5:22 to go in the ball game. CAJ by 2 over Edgren. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
.22 to play. This is AM 800 KTWG at Ganya Guam.
John has the basketball in play for Edgren. Clock running down to 5:15 now. Eagles trail by 2. John back on top, left side to Newsom. Eagles being very patient on offense. Here's Orange passing it down low. It's stolen by CAJ. Kobe Long with a basketball. Exactly 5 minutes remaining in the ball game. Knights by 2. Bounce pass right side to Kuneke. Dribbles into the corner. Out top now to Wolenkoff. Man-to-man defense by Edgren. Here's Long on the right wing. Gets a pick into the corner. Looks inside. No one open. Now dribbles into the lane. Passes outside. It's on the floor. Goes to Kunneke, 9 on the shot clock. Here's Long, passing down low for Nelson. Didn't see it coming.
Nelson broke for the basket just as Long got up in the air to pass it to him, and it goes out of bounds. Turnover number 1 in the second half for CAJ. Both teams doing a real good job on not throwing the ball away.
J.J. Orange on the left wing, out top to Noel John. Now to Newsom on the right side. Back to John. Back to Newsom. It's a 1-2-2 zone now by CAJ as they switch up from a 1-3-1. Left side here is Noel John. Dribble side of the key. Out front ball tipped and stolen by Long. He'll have the layup. Goes down, lays it up and in. And CAJ has the biggest lead of the ball game, 48-44, as we're halfway through this final period. Newsom out deep for Edgren. Left side now to J.J. Orange. And the Eagles are being very patient here, looking for the good shot. And this is the time you really need to get the ball inside when you're down.
21 points for Kobe Long now in this ball game.
Here's Newsom going baseline, stop and pop is partially blocked. Robinson with the rebound, up off, no good. The rebound to Nelson inside for CAJ. Kobe Long will walk it up.
And Nelson has 6 rebounds in this ball game now for the Knights.
3:25 remaining in the ball game. CAJ on top by 4. Here's Wolenkoff on the right side. Out top to Kunneke. At the top of the key, left side to Long. Fakes, goes baseline, goes to the backboard, up and around and in. 50-44. A 6-point lead, and Edgren wants time. 3:02 to go in the ball game. CAJ 50, Edgren 44. We'll be back right after this. I did it on purpose because I wanted you to come on because we weren't really sure. It looks like we got a full, Wally. Take 2. To play in this championship game for the Far East tournament. The Christian Academy Knights from the Tokyo area now have a 6-point lead. They lead 50-44 over the home team, the Edgren Eagles. Eagles have led as much as 8 points in this game. And this is the biggest lead of the game for the Knights right now. Knights are in a 1-2-2 zone. The place that's open is the high post right in the middle of that bucket. Here's Noel John at the top of the key. Under 3 minutes to go. Here's Orange on the left side. On top to John. On the right side to Voigt. Now back to John. Left side to Orange. In the corner for Newsom. The 3 is on the way. It's no good. Nelson high for rebound for CAJ. And right now, Edwin has gone cold from the outside. Here's Kobe Long. Pressured in front court in the corner to Wolenkoff. Groups way outside for Kunneke. Passes down low in the corner. Nelson in the lane, down the lane, up and in by Kennedy, and CAJ 52, and Edwin 44, 2:20 to go in the ball game.
Great ball movement by CAJ on that series.
Newsom out top, in the corner to Voigt, out front now to Orange. Now the right side to John. He'll bring it out front. 2 minutes remaining in the basketball game, an 8-point lead for CAJ. Here's John. Edgren being very patient. 6 on the shot clock. They're going to have to hurry. Here's Orange. He'll fire a 3. It's no good. The rebound inside to Kennedy of CAJ. Outlet pass to Kunneke. 1:45 remaining in the basketball game.
Kennedy
holding an 8-point lead.
Kennedy with 10 rebounds in this one.
On the side, it looks like it's thrown away or tipped. The official says it's still a CAJ basketball. 1:37 remaining on the game clock. 22 on the shot clock for CAJ. Here's Kunneke out deep. On the right to Long. In the corner to Nelson. Cross court out front to Kunneke. In the corner to Wolenkoff. He'll shoot the 10-footer. It's no good, and a foul over the back on Phil Nelson.
Yep, that'll be his first.
I think maybe Carl Long wanted a little bit more off the shot clock because he's talking to Wolenkoff right now.
Yep.
They don't need points. CAJ, all they need to do is hold the basketball because the clock is their friend right now and the enemy of the Edgren Eagles, and they'll need to put up some three-pointers now.
52-44, 125 to play in favor of the Knights from Christian Academy in Japan.
1:20 to go. Neal down the lane goes Newsom, lost the basketball. It's on the floor and tied up, and possession belongs to CAJ.
Boy, I tell you, the ball went on the floor, and it was like slow motion watching the players react to it. It was incredible.
It was like a hand grenade. No one wanted to pick it up.
That's right. It was like nobody could believe it was loose on the floor. 52-44, 1:15 to go.
Comes into Kunicki. Now to Long, still in backcourt, up to Wolenkoff. It's knocked out of bounds by Newsom.
1:11. CAJ will have the ball inbounds at half court.
So Nelson will get it in backcourt to Long. Loops it on the left side to Kunicki. Dribbles out of traffic, brings it out front, goes cross court to Wolenkoff. Out top now to Long. Under a minute to go on the ball game. CAJ trying to protect an 8-point lead. Here's Nelson. Out top to Long. 13 on the shot clock. Left side to Kunicki. Dribbles into the left corner. He'll stop and pop off the glass and in. And that is just about the final nail in the coffin for the Edgren Eagles. 54-44. 45 seconds to go. And they're going to need some threes. In the corner. Orange spots up for the three. No good. Weak side rebound. Tipped and controlled by Kunicki. Now it's stolen in the backcourt. Here's Voigt. He'll fire a three. It's no good. Rebound in the lane. Newsom puts it up around and in. 30 seconds remaining as the clock stops here in the last minute like in the NBA. In backcourt, here's Long. Up in the front court to Wolenkoff. Out front now to Long. He's double teamed. Back to Wolenkoff. 23 seconds to go. Kennedy has it. Out top to Long. Left side and a foul out front. And unfortunately for Edgren, there won't be any shots here because they're not in the bonus yet.
18.9 seconds left. And CAJ is within a whisker of winning the Far East tournament for the first time since the 70s. Let's see if I can look and find out when the last time was.
We've got a timeout on the floor. 19 seconds remaining in the ball game. 54-46. Edgren trailing by 8. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
19.
Okay. 18.9 remaining on the game clock.
I just looked it up, Wayne. 1975, 23 years ago, was the last time CAJ won the Far East Championship. And they're 18.9 ticks away from bringing it home one more time.
Well, this night basketball team is a senior-laden squad, and Kunicki, Long, and Kennedy have been around for quite a while. Nelson's only a junior.
We saw them when they were sophomores 2 years ago, and this team has really grown by leaps and bounds, haven't they?
And Edgren, on the other hand, is a very young basketball team, so no doubt they will be a power to be reckoned with next year.
I think they've only got 2 seniors on the squad, Knox and Blanding. Well, Steve Boyd has to be very proud of this team.
Kunicki will look to put it in play. Gets it into Kobe Long. And now he's fouled and grabbed. And I think J.J. Orange was very fortunate not to get an intentional foul, which would have mean 2 shots in the ball.
Oh, I think they are.
No, they'd make him clear the lane if it was 2 shots in the ball. 17 seconds remaining, an 8-point lead for CAJ. Kobe Long at the line.
He's been 3 for 3 from the line.
Foul shot is on the way and good. And really it was Kobe Long in the second half as he began to heat up a little bit, made some big baskets, a couple of 3-pointers.
He's had 18 points in the second half, 24 points in the ball game.
Second one on the way and good. 56-46, 17 seconds to go in the Far East Championship. Now the ball almost lost. It's on the floor. Newsom picks it up. 14 seconds to go. Comes into front court. Dribbles to the foul line. Goes down the lane. Passes it off to Blanding. He puts it up and in, and he's fouled. That will stop the clock at 7.7 seconds remaining, and the score will be 56-48. CAJ leading by 8, and Corey Blanding goes to the line, and he'll have a free throw.
Well, the Mazzowa Air Base and the Edgren folks have to be very, very proud of this team. More wins than they've ever had in Edgren school history.
The foul shot is no good. The rebound to Nelson in backcourt, and he travels with a basketball.
And CAJ has controlled the boards in the second half as well.
Well, basketball is a game of two halves, and CAJ did what they had to do, I think, in the second half. Ball inside to Orange. They'll put it up and in. 56-50 now with 4.6 seconds to go, and Edgren calls time. Well, Pencil, this is the end of our run for what has been a tremendous basketball season on KTWG. Some great IBL games on Guam, and then the fantastic tournament that they had for the first time on Guam with Father Duenas and Southern eventually sharing the crown, because Southern left the day after the game last Thursday night we had. Yep. The overtime thriller, and it's been a tremendous thing, and looking forward to girls basketball. I know Jeff will be doing some games as well, and we'll be off to Kadena for the girls Far East Basketball Championships in May.
In May, that's right.
Kind of like returning home, isn't it?
It certainly is. We were at Kadena for the very first tournament that we did 3 years ago. Hard to believe this is our fourth Far East tournament now, plus our trip last year to the Little League World Series in Kissimmee, Florida, and we've had quite a year, my friend.
And once again, our thanks to General Wright and his staff and the administration, Principal Durr, and the folks here at Edgren High School, especially Coach Steve Boyd, who
and his wife Patricia.
That's right. The hospitality we've been shown, really, well, I think it was really good. Let's say it might have been the best. Certainly the housing was tremendous. It was a very comfortable situation for us and very close to the facility here. And they just rolled up the carpet for us, and we are truly indebted to the folks here at Mazzowa.
Really, they've really shown some wonderful hospitality.
So Nelson will put it in play. It comes into Kaneki, and he'll be fouled in backcourt with just over 3 seconds remaining.
And he'll go to the charity stripe with a chance to salt this one away.
But I think the difference tonight, Pencil, was the inside and outside game of CAJ versus the fact that Edgren was kind of had relegated themselves to shooting a little bit more from the outside than I think Coach Steve Boyd would have wanted to, and just were not able to connect in the fourth period.
And Edgren only made 5 3-pointers in this ball game, and they've had a lot more success than that in this tournament.
Kaneki makes the free throw, 57-50. There's a pretty good contingent here from CAJ, and of course the kids from Faith Academy in the Philippines are also rooting for the CAJ team. Foul shot is no good. The rebound away to Newsom, and he'll throw up a shot at midcourt. It's no good. That's the end of the ball game. The Far East champions are Christian Academy of Japan. We'll be back for a post-game wrap-up as the Knights beat the Eagles 57-50. We'll be back right after these messages. Well, the huge crowd is milling around down on the floor, beginning to file out. A tremendous tournament here at Mazzowa, and a tremendous final tonight between CAJ and Edgren. Taking a look at how the game went tonight, Edgren jumped out on top early in the first period and led until the midpoint of the third period. Edgren led at the end of the first 14-12, increased their lead by a point, leading 24-21 at the half. Their lead was still 3 at the end of the third period as CAJ had momentarily taken the lead, but Edgren came storming back and led 38-35 at the end of the third period. And in the fourth period, it was the shooting of Colby Long and Christian Academy getting the basketball inside. And the Knights scored 22 points in the final period to just 12 by Edgren, and that was the difference in the ball game tonight as the Eagles went cold from the outside when they needed it most. But they're a basketball team. They'll be back. I guarantee you that. And even though Steve Boyd couldn't get his first Far East basketball title here on his home floor, with this crew he's got coming back, he might have a good shot at Kadena next year.
Well, I tell you, he has got nothing